Rain or shine, we know the mail comes to our homes. That means someone bringing it to us almost every day.
And we appreciate you because it won't be me. But in this week's Try This, it's Amanda Fay. And she goes along with the USPS mail carrier to see what, if she has, what it takes.
Cold, snowy weather, ideal conditions for delivering mail. Let's try this. So how long have you been a mail carrier?
17 years.
17
so far,
years.
Yeah.
Okay. These are really great conditions here.
It's not as bad as it could be.
How long is your day?
Every route's evaluated around 8 hours for getting it ready in the morning to being out on the street. But then it all depends on how much mail volume we have as well. I walk about 12 to 13 miles a day. My route is basically all walking. So
what's the worst? Is the snow the worst, or is the cold worst?
for me, rain.
Rain.
When it rains all day long is the worst.
Ugh.
I can do cold because your body heats up throughout the day, and as long as you just keep moving, it's not a problem.
I see our first dog.
Oh yeah, she's a nice one.
This is a nice dog. Have you ever been bit before?
A few times, yes.
A
Yes,
few
yes.
times.
I believe 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I lost count.
4 or 5 times. Okay. And you just keep coming back. I'm already tired.
You can do it.
So what do you have? Are those rubber bands on your shoes, or those are like
Those are just to keep some of the snow out, but I have metal grips on the bottom,
Oh.
so I don't slip on the ice as
Okay.
easily. It's hard to swim. We make me stand on one foot, huh? Balance. I don't know if you can see them, but
So you have that helps.
yeah, I
a
just put the
little
rubber bands around to help keep some of the snow
Okay.
out. That's all.
bit. All right.
You know.
So and then like how many layers do you wear?
Usually 2 or 3.
Okay.
It depends on how cold it is. Like yesterday, I had another whole coat on over top of this stuff. So, but most of the time, I'm a pretty. Yeah, always.
Superstar.
There's a lot of ice on the ground.
I see it.
So
Okay.
that's the treachery of a mail carrier. When it's covered with snow, you don't see it.
You don't see it underneath, and then yeah. So I imagine you've fallen before, though.
Oh yeah. Get up, just look around, make sure no one saw you, pretend like nothing happened. You know?
All right. It's fast. I'm sort of keeping up.
I got a pace that I'm on. I know where I'm at. So if I
Right.
get to a certain point in my route, okay, I know I have 2 hours left.
We're slowing them down.
So from there, I have about 3 hours through my route from where I'm parked now,
Okay.
if I'm on my pace. But
So you get to know the neighbors.
yeah,
Kind of?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I've been on this route for 10, no, maybe that long.
Oh, okay.
For quite some time, yeah. So
Yeah.
I know quite a few people, and a lot of times when it's hot or cold, they'll leave me bottles of water,
Oh,
little
that's
snacks,
nice.
or coffee.
Oh, this person gets a package.
Oh, it's already went in there.
Couple of packages.
Stick it in there.
All right. Is summer worse than winter, or is winter still worse?
Yeah, summer can be horrible when it's really hot because you only can take so much off.
Right. But maybe you don't slip and fall as much in the summertime.
No. But more dogs are out.
But more dogs are out. Once your route wraps up, you got to go back to the post office, or?
Yep, I'll take my van back to the post office, unload everything that I couldn't get delivered if for some reason I couldn't make it to the box, or all the outgoing mail and packages that I pick up, so like return packages.
Okay.
And just a lot of people have Etsy shops now these days where they'll send out packages
Right.
for that, stuff like that. So I put that into places that need to be, put all my stuff away for tomorrow, and take off all this winter gear and head home.
And then you do it all again tomorrow.
That's right.
Impressive.
A big thanks to Travis for letting me tag along with him and slow him down. As he said, he's got a pace, so he knows he needs to be at this point by this time to get everything done. And I was like, we're just going to go because you're like way behind.
So many questions. When does he start his route? 10 a.m., 9:30?
I don't know.
In the dark?
Yeah,
You
so
were
many
with him, what,
questions.
early afternoon?
Yeah, I was with him in the
I saw you at the
afternoon.
morning
But he-
mirror. I noticed that right away, the morning
Yeah,
mirror.
so he shows up in the morning
Yeah. Okay.
and he gets all his stuff.
He
And
sorts
gets-
his own
yes,
mail
and he
out.
gets it all ready. And then he goes to his location and he does it in chunks. So he does like one section and then he goes back to his truck like halfway through, gets the next, and then he goes and does the rest.
So the mail from his route is in his truck. He grabs this street,
Yep.
heads down there, drops it off,
Yep.
comes back, grabs the next street, and takes it around.
Yeah, and I had 2 questions for him. Where are the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman. Where are the bathrooms?
Gotta
Hey, I'm a guy.
Gotta go.
And he said the local businesses are all really great.
Nice.
So he's got a number of places where he can stop. And then you recognize the area. The next question I asked was, do you ever stop and get ice cream? Because there's an ice cream shop there. And he said,
Toozer's is right there.
yes. He said, yes, he does. And he usually gets a milkshake because he can,
On the go.
it's easier to do it on the go. And he said his wife gets mad at him because he never gains any weight because he walks so
Yeah.
much.
So you said he walks 13 miles
Yeah,
every day?
it's incredible.
What I love is
And
the
he
fact
moves
that
so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he was efficient. Of course, we were talking about how one of our photographers, John Dubai, he has a honking big camera. Of course,
Yeah.
you had to walk. Everyone had to make sure they didn't fall in the ice and
Right.
snow. But like he's got it down to a science.
Yeah.
Mind you, he's carrying something I imagine because it was around his waist.
Right.
Just as heavy as a camera, likely.
Probably, yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
And then
that's
the fact-
probably very heavy. I didn't ask him that, but he does have those spikes on his shoes.
Right. And then
That's
what
the only
blows
way
my
I
mind,
would keep
You
stay
said
up.
y'all were slowing him down.
We were slowing him down.
Wow.
Big time. Thanks again, Travis.